So it's always about this making money, pressure to grind.
The government are not giving us the avenue to
They are
even
not
practice the skill.
And you're saying you're a carpenter.
Yeah.
Would you want to give your child away, your daughter away to a carpenter?
Welcome to another special edition of the show. And today we are looking into skill acquisition amongst the youth for the betterment of our economy. Skill acquisition. And with me today, I have some special guests. May we meet you, please?
Hi everybody, I'm Grace.
And hi, my name is Fariyokumi.
Today we are talking about skill acquisition among the youth for the betterment of our economy. Now let's look into what kind of skill do you think the youths can venture into and acquire?
Okay.
Please.
Okay. For me, there are a lot of skills that are in high demand in the 21st century. And I feel like a lot of youths have not sat down to do their assignments because we have a lot of opportunities. For example, in the online space. First of all, there are online platforms that have made it easier for youths to learn. Some of them are free. We have Coursera, we have ALX, we have Udemy, we have a lot of them. And they're teaching us high demand skills. For example, we have data analysis, we have artificial intelligence. There's a lot we can learn. AI, we have content creation, we have cyber security.
You see that because of there are several skills out there, I believe people would feel overwhelmed, feel confused. They don't know what to get into because everybody is doing this. I want to do this, I want to do that. You get? So I feel like there are certain pointers that they need to think to themselves. Okay, what's your talent?
Exactly. What do you enjoy doing?
This is one of the things I want us to talk about because we are too focused and rigid about the online skill. There are so many on-site skills that you can acquire. You can be a makeup artist.
Exactly.
You can be a carpenter. You can be a
Fairs.
I don't know. There are so many skills that you can acquire. Now let's.
I think I have something to say about that. For me, I'm someone that loves to do the skincare aspects. Like I'm a skincare consultant, but I realized that for me to venture into this business, I need capital.
It's quite expensive.
It's quite expensive, but there are so many opportunities I've seized online that help me to generate revenue to now channel it to my physical business. So we're not neglecting the physical part. We're just saying that, okay, how do you generate money? There's so many opportunities. There are websites that just pay you to watch videos. Yes, in 21st century. So I feel like the reason why I'm interested on this online, we can't remove it. We are in the 21st century. So we can channel that energy, what we're getting, to the physical.
So we are focusing on the positive side of the use of the internet.
Yes.
Unlike all other youths that from age 16, from age 15, they have been indulging themselves in illegal works, romance scam and all. So I want you to expand, go in depth to mention some skill that people can get from online.
Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, I said that there are a lots and lots, like we said, there are lots and lots and lots and lots of skill. Some people, they are tech guys, tech girls. They are the ones that do coding. Someone like me, that they do programming, exactly. Someone like me, that is not my strength. But I write books and I publish on Amazon and I earn in dollars. That's another angle.
How long have you been doing this?
Okay, so everybody feels like this online space now, when you start today, boom, you blow tomorrow. But that was not my story. I started in 2022 and I had to study the market. So for everything you're doing, even in the online space, that's what we call the marketplace. So you have to understand how the market functions for you to now know how it works.
Whichever skill you want to get in this life,
but a lot of people don't even want to sit down. That's why it looks like whatever you want to learn, even the online thing, the way people are putting it, they say, no, it's scam, or it's not working, it works. Just that you have to stay long enough.
And you have to learn. I know there are certain online, like it's affiliate marketing.
Yes.
There are courses that you have to first learn
Exactly.
before you get into it, or else you will just
So,
do it the wrong way.
what you are driving home is that you need patience in whatever you are doing.
Yes.
Instead of you indulge, even the romance camp that you want to indulge yourself into, will still take you time before you start earning from it. Now, let's also look into how skill acquisition can help the youth, the betterment of the economy, the betterment of the society. How do you think acquiring skills online can help us?
I believe that the more you know, the more you can use to make money.
This is
Yes.
African money. The more you do, the less.
Knowledge is power.
But it's indeed knowledge is power. because
Exactly.
The more you can do, the more opportunities that you have. So let's say I'm a type of person that I like to get my hands into a lot of different things. I'm a crafty person. I do arts. I do both digitally. I do
Yeah,
it. I'm into
physical
creativity. Anything creativity,
Yes.
I am into it. But because of that, I realized that I'm gifted in the creative side. I now started learning skills towards that side, and I've been generating money from it in paintings, in sculpting, in digital art. These are still different. They are still different skills, but under the same area. So when you
exactly.
find your area, when you find your area of expertise, your area of passion, then you definitely you'll be able to generate money
Income.
from it. You'll be able to
Exactly.
generate income
Whatever
from
you
it.
learn how to do, try to develop it.
Yeah.
for it to
Definitely.
fetch you
Yes.
money.
For it to
And
get you
there's a lot. This online space, whatever God has given you, people think that is far-fetched. See your beauty. Some people, they can talk well. That alone can generate income for them. Some people, you can speak pidgin sef. Look at Warri Pikin today. She's speaking pidgin and she's making her millions. So let's not think that, oh, I'm not skilled.
Speaking pidgin too na skill.
That's skill.
It's a skill. There are people,
There are people that
you
cannot
can
speak
open a LinkedIn account and say, I can teach you pidgin, I can teach you
Exactly.
Yoruba, I can
That
teach you Igbo.
That
whole
means you
language.
can speak pidgin for a living now.
Exactly.
Apparently.
There's nothing you can think outside the box. You don't necessarily need to. Everybody's gifted. You just have to go inside and figure out there's something inside of you. Until you find it, you keep on thinking that you cannot be out there. You don't have to be everywhere.
No.
Some people, their faces, they don't even show their faces on their YouTube channel. They're making money.
We have been looking at the positive side,
Okay.
how this skill acquisition can help us. Now let us look into the problem. What are the things that can hinder us from getting skills online? I think it's one of the things that we
Yeah.
as we are talking about the positive side, we
Yes.
should look into the other side
The
as well.
negatives.
What are the things that you feel like hinders people from getting skill online?
Okay. I feel like one of the major problems is exposure.
Yeah.
A lot of people go to villages now, the way they behave is, will I say 90, will I be exaggerating, that is 90% as a result of their environment. Environment plays,
Environment plays a
Yes.
huge part.
it plays a
It is
huge,
what you're exposed
Well,
to.
yes,
Exactly.
that
is
work
what you
outside
know.
your experience.
Yes.
That's how they say.
Some of them don't even use social media. They're still using their button phones and they don't even know that something like this exists. So awareness, they are not aware that even you can earn money. Some people don't know what it is. If you don't go to school and become a teacher, you cannot do any other thing. That's how some people still reason up to now. So I feel like exposure and awareness is one of the
There's not enough awareness
Exactly.
programs, not enough of exposure for even people that do not have access to the internet. That's why I believe these are one of the things that the government can help us with to enlighten us, because there's no way that the government can speak and the citizen will not listen.
Yes.
Exactly.
So there should be programs, there should be protocols, there should be what is this thing they used to call it, empowerment program.
Okay.
Okay, from the government.
From
Yes.
the government. It can
Exactly.
actually help to it can actually bring the exposure that we are talking about, that the internet cannot bring for us.
So imagine someone that is a fashion designer and the
Yeah.
only person seeing your work are those that cannot pay you well.
The people around
The
you.
people
people
around
around
you that
you.
cannot pay you well, they're still paying you 1,000.
That's one of the opportunities the internet gives us.
Exactly. So there's no how you can entirely remove the internet, even in the physical aspect of business. You have to channel your physical energy to the online space for visibility,
Your marketing
That is
skills.
where marketing skills comes in. Your visibility. Your shop now. Imagine you have a shop. Somebody that does not have a shop is just posting every day on social media. Millions of people are seeing, and you is only the 10 people that are passing your street. Out of that 10, only 2 people are interested. So that is why the online space helps you to reach more people, maximize your audience within a minimal or short amount of time.
I see that you have not really seen defect in this internet thing, because we are looking at
there are indeed defects because there's now all this opportunity. The internet has brought us opportunity to scam other people.
yes.
There's what I ordered for.
This is
So what
there-
I got.
these are one of the things that we are looking
So
into.
it
Scam
does have
online.
its negative. It does
Yes.
scamming people.
Yes.
Tricking people into saying this is what I'm giving you, but you're
Yes.
giving them something they
Okay,
did not ask
that's
for.
from the people
Yes.
that has the skill.
Another.
Now, what we are majorly looking into is what are the things that hinders people from getting skill online. You have made mention of exposure.
Yeah.
The exposure. Me, I feel like cost of internet as well
Yeah.
will affect. This is where we need the
Cost.
government to, yes, cost.
Okay.
Yeah, internet is actually expensive. How much do you do that by a month?
Fair enough.
How
Fair
much
enough,
that,
Sha.
fair enough. How much? About like 15 to 20.
But do you think that I don't think if you can afford a phone, a lot of people are online.
A
Maybe
lot of people
let's
cannot
talk about
afford the
people that
phone.
cannot even afford it.
Yes.
We're not talking about data now. Most people waste a lot of this. They are online 24/7
This is where
wasting
we
their
need to
data.
look into the society as well. How many people are investing in like tech school for students, where your community people can come there and learn? It is only hotels and clubs they are saying around. So they are one way or the other, they are driving home the point in the head of every user. If you once you go to the club, is when you have money. Once you are able to afford going to the club, sleeping in hotels, eating hotels food, is when you have money.
I feel that's a mindset thing.
It's not. It's the
There is
society
a
that
society
is driving
that
us to this.
has-
Because you come out of your house before you count. You cannot even see sports center. Let's not go there. Before you count business center, computer centers, you see 5 hotels. It is not getting to the extent of having up to 3, 4, 5 hotels in the street. Within a community, you can get up to 10, 20 hotels. So what do you
But
think will be happening?
hotel managers, are they not businessmen too?
They are businessmen, yeah, we are. But is this the right thing to do to develop the society?
I'm sorry, I still do not.
You still do not
I
understand.
still don't understand
What
the
is
whole
so hard for you to
hotel.
understand?
No,
Yeah,
because
what I'm trying to say
Let's
is,
cut down on
instead
the
of
hotels.
no, this is what I'm saying.
Hotels and
Instead of the
they
so,
are also
we are looking at the
businesses.
society generally. Instead of us investing in just hotel businesses,
No, let us.
it
No,
is.
we cannot cancel
Yeah.
out hotel
We-
business.
yeah, no,
But
I'm not
that is
cancelling out.
somebody else that is capitalizing on.
And
I'm not
They
cancelling
don't
out
say
hotel.
that.
You can have
We are
hotel.
limiting it to just hotel, right?
Okay. Let me.
Because it is one of the things that we have so much.
Are you sure we have so much?
We have so much hotels.
It
How
depends-
many
it depends on-
sports center did you see around there? How many educational centers have you seen
We have
around?
so
And
much
as
hotels.
much as
We
I,
have so much hotel. I'll say with my full chest.
you cannot,
So many hotels. So
you
much.
cannot say
You
that
can't say
one
it is-
business is doing
Exactly.
too much, that they should stop
we can't say
doing
we
too
have
much.
too much of something.
They are capitalizing on their society. They are saying that, so you're
They're
telling the
seeing a
hotel.
defect.
Yeah, they are saying someone comes into a
The
community
need for
and sees
something.
that there's a need for
Yes.
a hotel.
Yes.
You can't say hotels and purely negative.
Yeah.
There are
I'm
people
not
that are
saying-
traveling that would
See,
actually need.
let's be realistic. We have too much of everything. If that hairdressers are plenty on the streets.
I'm not talking about
We have-
hairdressing now.
Hey,
Hairdressers now, we all know that people that will come here will come to acquire knowledge.
People that
To
come
do
to a
things.
hotel are
They
coming
use
to
it for
sleep.
programs. They use it for conferences.
Exactly. So you cannot
I am
say
not
a
disputing that
business
fact.
is.
Hotel has their own good side. But why are we having
It cannot.
too many hotels than the right businesses to have? Looking into the hindrances of acquiring skills online. We have talked about exposure. Now, let's look into people that fall victims of internet scams. Yeah, we have seen so many schemes like people feel like this thing is acquiring skills online, and it is the other way around. For example, people that will ask you bring 15 people to bring 15 people and bring other 15 people. I don't think this is acquiring skill online. It's just like get rich plan easily.
Gets rich quick.
Yeah, get rich quick. What do you have to say about this, please?
Okay. For me, we talked about skills.
Yeah.
Then I feel like mentorship, one thing that has helped me. You know the way you used to go and learn work physically. You have somebody that has gone ahead of you and has been through that same process that you are going through. So for you also to master a skill online,
Yeah.
I feel like you should also have someone that's done it before
Yes.
to help you.
Seek guidance from
What
someone
we are
Exactly.
driving at is
That's
that
into
it
it.
there.
there are people that have tried to put their money into acquiring things online.
Those ones that
but
get rich quick schemes. You have to like you can't tell me that when we're talking about skill, you are learning something.
Yes.
Platforms that tell you to do such, they're not skill acquisition platforms. Those ones are just they're 50-50. You might earn, you might not earn. Because as far as you're not doing anything that requires you to put effort into something, you're not a virtual assistant, you're not a content creator.
You're not learning
You're
anything,
not learning
or you're
anything.
not giving out anything
Anything.
that
You're not
you've
giving
learned.
out
It's not
value.
just about money.
Value giving equals money. As far as you're giving out value, you're getting money in return. So all those things are not
So
skill acquisition.
people just tend to get rich quick other than acquire skills.
They
online.
want
Exactly.
This is one of the reasons why people indulge themselves in illegal jobs,
Exactly.
like the internet fraud, for instance.
People have fallen victim into internet fraud, and that's why they feel anything online they don't want to get
Yes.
into.
Yeah.
And this is how we drive home the point of school as scam or whatever. You are meant to invest in yourself first per se by acquiring
Definitely.
training, skill, and all.
Definitely.
But the internet usage, the way some people use the internet has
Yes.
gives some other people turn offs.
Yes.
It has made people think that if I get
Yes.
into scamming other people, I can just make money, and there's no need for me to go to school.
Yes, a lot of
or
people are
all
falling
of that.
victims. You made a valid point that you might actually have one business that you've tested. You know, you have a mentor in that thing.
Exactly.
And because of the PTSD of what I went through, I'm like, nah, anything online.
Anything
is scam.
online.
Some people have that mindset, and it's really, really not a good one in the 21st century, because you're going to close your eyes to so many doors that will open before you. So I feel like when it comes to the internet space, you should have an open mind.
Be open-minded, one, and as she said, know someone that has gone into it
Yes.
before.
Someone that have
Like
done-
affiliate marketing before. I have no knowledge of it. I hear that people is a way of making income online. So I know someone. If I know someone that has done it before,
Yeah.
please teach me how to do it before someone else scams
Yes.
me. If you know that you are doing this correctly,
Yes.
or someone going into forex, or someone that is doing content creating,
Exactly.
whatever online platform that you know someone has gone into, you can ask for their mentorship. How did you do this? What courses did you learn? Because there are courses, as there are some online platforms that you have to learn some courses, like that affiliate marketing.
Yes.
I know someone that said you have to learn some courses before you can. So you have to.
That is
you
what
have
we call
to
skill
or else
acquisition.
you will just
Yeah,
fall
fine.
into all this one that
I would
get
like
money
you to
quick.
really go in depth with the skill acquisition thing and the other internet thing. Like being online, doing things online does not mean you are acquiring skills.
Exactly.
I would
Exactly.
like you to really go in depth with that and expatiate it very well.
Okay. So I think skill acquisition, when you say that, it's a learning curve. Just the way you go to school, you acquire knowledge. Some of these things, when you pay for some courses online, they will track you weekly. You will do tests, you will do exam, you will do everything before you can now say, yes, I am a certified virtual assistant, I am a certified content creator. That's what we call skill acquisition. It's a process. It does not take 1 week. It does not take 2 days to learn something. But all those ones that they will just say, for example, all this tapping that we were doing, that's what
Get
I
Yeah.
get
those
rich or
things
die
are
trying.
those things are not acquisition now.
That's you're even saying acquisition. What's acquisition? Acquire.
Yeah, exactly. Learning.
So there is skill acquisition. Those are
It's
the
a
ones that you
process.
learn that
Yeah, over
you can
time.
from Udemy or Coursera. That you
Coursera.
can learn AutoCAD.
Mhm.
Those are online platforms that you are learning something. You are gaining something. You are not
Yes.
making money. You are just gaining from it. Then you can now use those skills
Yes.
to make money. People forget that
Yeah.
it is sometimes you acquire the skill first.
To monetize.
Sometimes you might already have the skill, you might already have the flair, you might already have the talent, and you're already just making money from it, making content and getting money from it because you already have that skill. But there are some that you gain the skill first
Yes.
before you start making money from it online or in situ.
So what we are trying to drive home now is that learn skill. You can learn skill online, or try to get mentorship on whichever skill you want to learn online, so that you not fall victim of scam.
Yes.
Skill acquisition among the youth in Nigeria. What are the roles of government? What roles are the government playing in acquiring skills among the youth? What do you think about this, please?
Okay, to me, I feel the government has a major role to play, and they are not encouraging skill acquisition among the youth, both physically and online. But let's also look at governments at the grassroots, the local government, the people that are closer to the people. They see the defect, they see that something is wrong, but they are not doing anything about it. I feel like that is even
We should not put all the blame on the federal level, like the
Exactly.
federal government.
Exactly.
We should
Because,
look
okay,
at
what-
our immediate.
the local government is not
Government.
just a position. It's not just a figurehead now. Them too, they are meant to do something
Before the
about
local
it.
government chairman, they have councillors and all.
Exactly. So those people are there and they're just sitting there. You can see, I feel like when as somebody that is in a leadership position, you should have problem solving skills. So when you see that there is something wrong, the people should be your major priority. So there's definitely a problem, but they are not fixing it. And I would like to add that also schools, because students growing up, you spend most of your time in school.
Yes.
Monday to Friday, you're in school.
Yes.
Some people even do extra lesson. So how will I pass through nursery school? I pass through primary school. I pass through secondary school, and I am still not relevant in the society. Even up to the university
Yes.
level. So I attended a secondary school where skill acquisition was part of our scheme. Every Friday, you learn a trade, a vocational
Do they
trade.
still do all these jet club and all?
Yes, in my secondary school. That's what we're talking about. That was part of all these things. Press club.
Yeah,
That was
photography club
yes,
and all.
it helped me in public
Yes,
speaking. Press club. Wednesdays we have what they call it, sports activities
Yes.
every morning. We even had indoor games because I'm not the sports type. But when it comes to Scrabble, indoor games, I'm usually there. So let us try to raise balanced children in our academic systems. We should
I very much agree
Yes.
with the academic. I believe that's why the Western world is far ahead
Exactly.
of us, because they encourage skill even
Yes.
from the family root. You said in schools, in institutions, there are scholarships
Yes.
for kids that are into
Extra
theater arts
activities, yes.
or into swimming
Now you see people
or
in the States
sports.
play
There are
basketball, they
sports
take their basketball
scholarships
seriously.
that the university is saying, I will pay for
That's
your
the point.
tuition because
Yes,
you are
because
good
you are
in
good at
this
this, yes.
skill. So that is why there are specialists there. If you are good in this thing, be good in it, grow in it, learn more about it. But in Nigeria, the society is not encouraging for us. We all know that. In the arts department, if you say you're going to arts, it's only law, mass comm, journalism. They don't talk about creative arts. They don't talk about music.
Yes.
Will you go and meet your parents and say, Mom, I want to study music in this society we live in? How would you make money? I will not completely blame parents for saying, no, go and study a professional course, because they want the best for their children. But that is what the society has provided for us. That it's only when you go to law, it's only when you go to engineering, medicine, all those professional, so-called professional courses. That's the only way you can make money. And that's the society that Nigeria has given us. They don't appreciate the arts. I cannot say I am an artist, yes. but it doesn't mean that I'm not as an artist. I'm not studying arts in university. I'm studying civil engineering. That's a professional course. I believe that's the course I can use to make money. But I have other skills. I have those skills, and thankfully, I have parents that encourage my skills. I know several people that said they started drawing, and then because their parents said, "What are you doing?
Exactly.
Why are you playing? Go and read your book." They
Yes.
just dropped it, and they could have been good. They could have been making even making money
They
from those
discourage
skills.
them.
So they just discourage. They just turn down any form of skill that does not like it to make money. So it's always about this making money, pressure to grind.
The
let's
government are
grind.
not giving us the
Yes.
avenue to
They are
even
not-
practice
Exactly.
the skill.
And you're saying you're a carpenter.
Yeah.
Would you want to give your child away, your daughter away to a carpenter in this country?
In this
you
country,
see,
because
in this country,
all
I'm not
these
saying
jobs
other
are
countries.
moving
They are-
job in developed
Carpenters
countries.
Yes.
is a professional course in the US. I could have easily gone to study arts, but I went into civil engineering because it is the professional course. And I know that even during that 5 years, it takes you 5 years in school before you actually graduate your is it BH?
That's to study
BH,
yes.
your bachelor degree. You have to have 5 years of studying in the university before you have your degree, and then there are still certain exams, certain qualifications you have to make before you start practicing the engineering that I am studying. So you're telling me that in the 6, 7, 8, 9 years that I'm using to study engineering, I should not do anything else? Obviously, I can find other means of income while I'm still learning this professional course that I have said I wanted to learn. So that's why skill acquisition is even important as for in university students. You are going to school, you're still learning, you're still using 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years to learn a professional course.
Before you can start
During
making
that time,
money.
before you can even start making money out of
Yes.
the course. So during that time, you can use your skills to make money. That's why I've mentioned that I am a creative person. I do arts, I paint, sculpt, bead making, tailoring, anything creative I can get my hands on, I do.
You can learn within 3 to 6
Exactly.
months.
And thankfully, my parents, they encourage those skills that I have. They put me through some training, they'll provide some appliances, sewing machine or camera. I think my brother too was into photography at the point. They gave him a camera. So like my parents encourage all of us when we're growing up to go into our skills. So even improved our skills. And now I am now using those skills to make
It's an
money
advantage, yeah.
while I'm still learning that professional course. Do you understand? So even as university students or people that are still in school or people that are not even yet in school or they are striving to be in school, you can still use your skills to make money now while you're learning your professional courses. I think that's why you're going into online. That's why the online space too, there are just 2-3 months you can use to learn a particular thing and you can start making money
From it.
Oh yeah, you make money from your skill, at least enough
Definitely.
for upkeeps.
Definitely. It might,
What skill particularly are you into?
oh,
This
okay.
is a platform for you to promote yourself.
All right. So I am into paintings. I am into portraits, realism, abstract. I am into digital paintings too, digital art, because I do remote jobs for comic books that I worked with a particular comic book company overseas, and they were paying me in dollars for just giving them illustrations of characters. So I am using those skills that I have in my paintings, in my drawing. I crochet. There's if you understand what crocheting is, crocheting and knitting, I go into it. I make bags, I make shoes, I make tops, and I've been selling those things and I've been getting money from them. And these are things that I did not learn in school. These are things that I knew how to, I had the talent for it, but then I still improved those talents, because obviously you cannot just use just your talent. Your talent is like a seed. You still have to grow it. So you still have to go through some form of training. You still have to go through some form of discipline to improve those skills. And fortunately I did. So I draw, I paint, anything creative. I have been getting my hands into it because that is my passion.
Moving on, you want to say something?
Okay, so this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a
Rich
very
Dad Poor Dad,
it's a
yes.
very popular book. I know that a lot of us who have read the book. So it's talking about the rat race. There's this rat race. Okay, I go to school, I
9 to
finish
5,
school
yeah.
exactly 9 to 5. So
Moving in circles.
exactly, we're
doing
just
the
going
same
in
thing over and over again,
circle.
and getting the same
Exactly,
amount
and
of
getting
money.
so as much as possible. Let's try and acquire skills. It goes a long way. It really does.
As much, don't say because tailoring is, I don't
mean-
know the word for it, that it is for,
So
it's
what,
not
what
my
we are trying to
style,
drive
or
home is that
what-
we should try as much
Yes.
as possible to acquire skills,
Yes.
not just one,
Yes.
as much
and
as
yes,
possible.
because
whatever
now we know
opportunities
that-
you find.
Whatever you can do is still raw. You have to refine your skill. That's
Yeah.
another thing. There's so many people I see on social media, and you know how this generation is, and you're a fashion designer, and you want to market yourself, and you go out there and your content is not even attracting to me.
Exactly.
I'm like, you have the skill, but it's still raw.
It's
You have to
still raw.
refine
Yes.
Yeah,
and
not
do some things. Let
This
it
happen a lot. in
exactly.
music. People will say,
They
I'm
have
an
the
artist.
raw talent.
Are you really doing it? Are you making music? Are you putting music out there? Don't just say I'm an artist.
Yes.
You are not really practicing.
So
Are you training
Exactly.
yourself?
Are you training
You have
yourself?
to
Are you
refine
uploading it?
anything raw? Crude oil is raw. You have to
You have to
refine
refine
it
it.
Before you can
Exactly.
get
So we
Before
should,
you
not,
can
we
get
should
the
try
best.
to acquire skill and not get rich quick.
Yes,
skills.
yes,
We should try to put in our energy to make money, not just look for a way out sharp.
yes.
Let's
And
make money.
yes. You have to keep learning. That's what we're saying. Keep learning. The world
Just-
is evolving.
And we
don't-
plead with the government to give us more avenues because we have a lot of talented people in Nigeria.
And you, as much as we're
Give
even,
us avenues
as much
to
as we're even
express
saying
our
government,
art,
society, government still try to. You don't know where life can
Exactly.
take you.
Yes.
You might not stay in Nigeria.
Yes.
Your skill can even take you outside
Exactly.
the country.
Yes.
Like I even mentioned that time that my parents they helped me encourage my skills. They did the same thing for my brother.
Okay.
He got into drone flying. That is also a very random thing that in Nigeria I'm learning how to fly a drone. But eventually, glory be to God, he found himself outside the country and he studied building technology. So he's into building structures and everything. And for a job interview, on his resume, they said he knows how to fly a drone. He mentioned that he could fly a
Something
drone.
that he learned
And they
from
saw
Google.
something that he just learned. He didn't really
Random
think about
skill.
it, a random skill. And it gave him an edge in that interview. They said, wow, you can fly a drone? Because it is
It's like a big
useful.
deal to
It is
them.
a big
Yeah.
deal.
It's like a norm in our,
Anything.
but we don't have the avenue in our country.
Exactly. So whatsoever little thing that you can pick it up now, because you don't know where life can take you. You don't know
Exactly.
if this skill can take you somewhere. So
Learn one or two skills.
Yes.
learn
Yes.
as much skills
Stop
as
involving
possible.
yourself in internet fraud.
Yeah.
Stop involving yourself in get rich quick schemes.
Yeah.
Try to learn a skill today.
Yes.
As we have come to the end of the show. Thank you very much. I see
Thank
you, your boy. I am Kiki.
Bye.